In the depths of the ocean off the coast of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, lies a haunting testament to what happens when good people make terrible decisions. It all started as a grand vision to recycle discarded tires and create an artificial reef to lure new marine life. But after dumping over 2 million tires into the ocean, the artificial reef would soon devolve into an ecological nightmare. As early as the 1960s, artificial reefs were gaining popularity worldwide. With no way to recycle rubber, many countries started experimenting and dumped vast amounts of tires into the ocean to create reefs. The concept of the Osborne Tire Reef took shape in the 70s, emerging as a proposed solution to the mounting landfill waste crisis. Environmentalists and entrepreneurs came up with the idea, believing that it would serve as a sanctuary for marine organisms. Their vision was to create a habitat that would support the underwater ecosystem and lure divers and tourists into exploring its wonders. It was thought to be a win-win situation. The plan would lay the foundation for renewed coral growth and simultaneously address the tire waste issue. The intention behind the reef was noble, and the project garnered support from local authorities and environmental organizations. It even received government funding. A multitude of boat owners volunteered, and the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company lent a helping hand, providing essential equipment. In 1972, the first bundle was transported to the site. Concrete jacks were placed on the ocean floor within a 50-foot diameter circle to establish the reef's foundations. The tires were bundled together and secured with steel cables and chains, forming interconnected structures intended to mimic the complexity of natural coral reefs. The bundles were then dumped without a strategic plan or placement, scattered across a 35-acre area at a depth of about 70 feet. As a symbolic gesture, Goodyear's renowned blimp graced the occasion, releasing a gold-colored tire to christen the site where the new reef would thrive. And so, the Osborne Tire Reef came into existence, with over 2 million tires at the bottom of the ocean poised for its transformative mission. By the 1980s, the dark reality of the ill-fated project began to unfold. While some tires were properly bound together before being submerged, others were discarded loosely after authorities permitted dumping used tires at the site. Moreover, the steel clips that secured them quickly corroded in salt water. As a result, the tires became untethered, allowing them to drift freely with the ocean currents. This uncontrolled movement not only disrupted any life that had managed to take hold on the reef, but also hindered further growth. They collided with the natural reefs of the nearby Florida Reef Tract, causing damage to coral and driving away fish. The region's frequent tropical storms and hurricanes further exacerbated the situation. The drifting tires smashed into corals, smothering them under a layer of tires. But it wasn't just the physical destruction that plagued the reef. The steel wire within the rubber caused entanglement hazards for marine life, disrupting their habitats and potentially causing injury or death. As they deteriorated and shifted, the tires released toxic chemicals into the surrounding waters. Heavy metals and hydrocarbons permeated the delicate marine ecosystem, poisoning the very life they were meant to nurture. Instead of bustling schools of fish, it became a desolate wasteland. In 1995, Hurricane Opal propelled nearly 1,000 tires ashore along the Florida Panhandle. Then, 3 years later, Hurricane Bonnie washed up tens of thousands more on the North Carolina coastline. The grim reality of the failing artificial reef became undeniable, demanding urgent attention. In 2001, the Faculty of Ocean Studies at a local university took the initiative to organize a cleanup operation at the site. But the task was daunting, and the progress was disheartening as only 1,700 tires were removed at an astounding cost of $17 each. The projected cleanup cost was estimated at $30 million, hindering significant efforts for years to come. But hope reignited in 2007 when officials sought assistance from the military. That summer, military divers started the retrieval operation. They bundled and lifted the tires from the ocean floor, transporting them to a recycling facility in Georgia, where they were turned into a tire-derived fuel for a paper mill. In the first month alone, they successfully removed 44,000 tires, and the total count reached over 70,000 by the end of 2009. Despite the efforts, several 100,000 of the estimated 2 million tires still rest in the coastal waters of Florida. As the fight to undo the damages continues, the battle is far from over. Broward County also sued involved parties for environmental damages and cleanup costs. This legal battle is ongoing. The shattered coral reefs, toxic pollution, and desolate underwater landscape bear witness to the irreversible damage caused by the Osborne Tire Reef. Watch this episode next if you found this video interesting. Please add a like and leave a comment if you want to support the channel.